It's a bowling competition that's all about going big or going home. The all-new 2020 PBA Summer Clash. 10 pro bowlers, including 2020 PBA Tour champions Kyle Trout, Tommy Jones, Sean Rash, Bill O'Neill, and Chris Prather. They'll take the lanes in a game of last man or last woman standing. PWBA pros Danielle McEwen and Shannon O'Keefe are here and ready to take on some of the PBA's best. Who will survive the 2020 PBA Summer Clash? Find out next on Fox. It is time to bowl from Bolero in Jupiter, Florida. The return of the PBA continues here on Fox. Last week, some of the top names on the PBA Tour squared off live in the first ever PBA Strike Derby. And when the dust settled, it was Tournament of Champions winner Chris Prather who came out on top, besting Anthony Simonson in the final. Tonight, all the PBA stars who competed last week are back, as well as 2 newcomers from the PWBA Tour. That makes 10 of the world's top pros all set to compete here at the 2020 Summer Clash. It is a unique event, and welcome back to the return of the PBA here on Fox. Great to have you with us, Dave Ryan. I'll be joined by my broadcast partner, Hall of Famer Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler throughout the broadcast as well. Today, it's all about being the lone survivor in the end. We're going to start with 10 great bowlers, but only one can be the PBA Clash champion in the end. Our stars either won this year on tour or are here based on a high finish. Shannon O'Keefe and Danielle McEwen, top 2 points finishers on the 2019 PWBA Tour season, both major champions as well. Big names here in Florida, starting with a Hall of Famer and 20-time titleist, Tommy Jones. Let's bring in Randy Peterson. Randy, this is the 3rd Clash. First time, though, it's held in the summertime, and the first time we're involving stars from the PWBA Tour. You can't wait, right?
I'll tell you what, Dave Ryan, I am so excited. There's going to be so much great action today and so many firsts. Like you said, first Summer Clash ever, first time top women professionals going up against the men. One of the things I'm going to look for is 2 of the greatest women bowlers of all time, Shannon O'Keefe and Danielle McEwen, both major championship winners. They're going to give the men all they want. Second, the format. Once after the first round is completed, we're going to go to basically a sudden death format. 1 ball. Better bring your best shot each and every time. And then finally, something to look for, folks. Young Anthony Simonson. The 2-hander, we typically see him curving it from the right side of the lane. Since there's no left-handers on today's telecast, he's going to throw a backup ball from the left side of the lane. Something very interesting to watch.
So he's going to make himself the lone lefty on the show. Can't wait to see what Simo has got in mind with a backup ball here today. Time now for Kimberly Pressler, joined by Danielle McEwen and Shannon O'Keefe.
Thanks, guys. And like you mentioned, these are 2 of the best female bowlers in the world, and you guys have competed against guys before. Danielle, you went around the world competing against them. So how's your confidence coming into today?
I'm confident. You know, when you're bowling against the best in the world, it's obviously intimidating, but I consider a lot of these guys my close friends. Like you said, I traveled the world with them, so I'm just happy to share lanes with them, and I hope I can make them a little mad by the end of today.
I like that. She's going for it. And Shannon, you've competed against the guys before as well, but you are one of the few athletes here this weekend who actually had a chance to practice during the time off. So how much of a benefit does that give you today?
I'm a practicer. I like to practice. Every day I don't practice, I feel like I'm getting worse. So if anything, it's just really helped my confidence to stay sharp throughout this entire pandemic. So I'm ready.
All right, well, good luck to both of you. Let's get right into bowling. Guys, we're going to send it back.
Here we go. Our Summer Clash, Randy, round 1, 10 players. Roll a full 10th frame, and the low score is limited. We could have some ties here early on.
Yeah, we could. We've also seen players throw 1 shot and be done.
First up is Tommy Jones.
Well, Tommy Jones, and who can forget the Hall of Fame Classic back in January in Arlington when he was inducted. And then the very next day, he bowls 300 in the title match to capture title number 20.
Unforgettable. Out of Simpsonville, South Carolina. About 3 months off. A lot of golf in his off time. Not a lot of bowling. But plenty of practice once he got here at Jupiter, Florida, and he's ready to go. And so are we. 10th frame, PBA, Summer Clash underway from Jupiter. Good start for Tommy Jones.
Fourth arrow out to about the 6.5 board. Tommy's puffed up. A little sarcastic react from Tommy. Take a look at his form here.
Plenty.
That beautiful high backswing. You can see the left arm out in front right here. That's a great tip and something to emulate from Tommy Jones. Remember, it's a 10th frame now. Tommy Jones has a possibility of shooting 30 with 2 more strikes. That can't lose.
Looking for number 2 here into his 10th. Looking for
Messenger.
help cross the deck. There's that 10 pin and down it goes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to walk back around. That's good, gentlemen.
Call it good.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you see this, the only thought that comes to your mind is that's dirtier than a truck stop bathroom.
It only hurts for the first 10 seconds.
We've been off for a while, Randy. I missed some of your comparisons and the...
You just missed me, period.
Well, that's true also. Now, here's Tommy. Wrapping up his 10th frame, looking for a strike here and a 30 score, which he does.
See you in a minute.
That's how you start off.
Check out these numbers and how much different they are. There's 1 board to the left at the arrows and then about 3 boards left at the break point. And that tells me that this oil pattern is very favorable for throwing a lot of strikes.
So a perfect 30 for Tommy Jones. Again, round 1 is a 10th frame. Low score will be knocked out of our Summer Clash.
Yeah, let's take a look at the old pattern. This is 42 feet in length. And we already saw what Tommy Jones was doing and just kind of throwing it out to the right, circling it. The higher rep players obviously will do that from a little deeper in the middle part of the lane. But again, what to watch for is Anthony Simonson having the whole left side of the lane to himself.
Here's Sean Rash, Montgomery, Illinois native, not far from Chicago.
Sean Rash, a player who many had given up on in the second event of the season. However, Sean climbed the ladder to win the Oklahoma Open. He bowled games at 226, 235, 279, and 289 for title number 15.
Ryan Simonelli, the top seed, the lefty in the championship match in Shawnee, Oklahoma, early in this 2020 PBA Tour season. So we know Jones got the perfect 30. Here's the 10th frame for Sean Rash, and there's a good start.
And you can see about 5 boards right where Tommy Jones was playing. Sean likes to go a lot straighter, and he's able to do that by keeping his hand a little bit more up the back of the bowling ball. And again, that beautiful position at the top of the swing. It looks almost identical to what Tommy Jones does. Left arm out in front, cupped at the top, and then the great finish.
15 career titles, a couple of majors. And his 16th year on tour. Great star on the PBA, Sean Rash. Second shot. Got it. So we're 5 for 5 here, RP.
Well, he said get lucky, and that was only about a half a board inside of the last shot. But I don't know if he felt like he threw it slower or grabbed it, but it laid there and laid there nicely for a double. I'll tell you what, this is going to be very interesting because, again, a very favorable oil pattern allowing the players to miss a little left or right, a little bit more than they're used to.
He's got it. Perfect for Jones, perfect for Sean Rash. 8:30 for both stars. Fox Sports is actively working to help those affected by the COVID-19 health crisis and is proud to support Feeding America's commitment to serving communities and individuals facing hunger across America. Here's Kyle Troop, next on the list of big-name bowling stars.
Well, Kyle Troop is arguably having his greatest season ever, but winning in Jonesboro in impressive fashion, beating Chris Barnes 290 to 269. Sorry, Chris. And then just weeks after his mother's passing, he wins again with doubles partner Jesper Svensson.
The reaction Kyle Troop had with Jesper when they won that doubles title in AD, unforgettable. You talk about genuine joy. This guy's so fun to be around. The pro with a fro. Son of Guppy, 8-time tour winner. Our first two-hander. He didn't like it too much, but, well, the 7, everything but go down. It's our first non-strike of our competition, Randy.
How did that not fall?
I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't like it off his hand, I can tell you that. Check out the unique style of Kyle Troop. Wide open, two-handed delivery, no thumb, folks. and a little issue with the landing there.
There's a 7. There's the mark. But no chance for a 30 to strike out, if you will.
Well, he'll be the first on the bubble, and then he'll be certainly not rooting for the rest of the players. And it's just a matter of if he finishes with 20 or not. Needs a strike.
He does get that strike. So he's got a 20, but he currently is on the bubble as the low score of the 3 to date. But a lot of bowling left here in our first round. Tonight, the pros are on the lanes, but the PBA has hosted an impressive roster of stars of celebrity super clashes in the past, including, of course, avid bowler Chris Paul, Kevin Hart, French Montana, Ciara, Nick Cannon, DJ Khaled, James Harden, Jesse Williams, Oscar Nunez, Chris Hardwick, Carol Owens, Anthony Anderson, and Mookie Betts. They've all competed in PBA clashes and had a blast doing it. And now up comes a man who's become famous for winning some big money events, including last week's Strike Derby here in Florida, Chris Prather. Prather broke out in a big way in 2019 when he won both the Scorpion Championship and the PBA playoffs. And so far in 2020, Prather has brought home his first major at the Tournament of Champions. And then came back just last Saturday to capture the Strike Derby. In his last 3 wins, Prather has earned $225,000. That's enough for a boat, right? Told us last night he liked to buy a fishing boat. It's possibly on the lists. Would like to contribute to that with a win here at the Summer Clash. A touch high, doesn't matter. It's all 10 back.
Yeah, that one kind of set up and rolled out right in front of the 1-3. So good start there for Chris Prather. Now, if he doesn't strike on this ball, he'll need a spare to tie Kyle Troop. One of the best games on tour. Watch how steady the upper body is. And again, there's that same type of position. But what I really like about Chris Prather is you could literally set a plate of food on his head. And as he's going to the foul line, he wouldn't drop any of it.
Steady, huh? 2 strike for Prather.
It's like he's like your first high school crush, going steady.
First round, first competition. Got 2 good lines out already.
I just made that one up.
Track those. I've got my Randy good line tracker.
Got some light off your head.
You're 2 for 2.
All right. I don't know who he's talking to, but
speaking of steady head, he had some pretty interesting challenges with his haircuts during the pandemic. And no access to the barber. Has a strike and has a great start himself. So he's got 30. That means Troop is still on the bubble with his 20. As Chris Prather out of suburban Chicago.
In the title match against DJ Tackett at this year's Players' Championship, O'Neal stepped up and calmly threw 2 strikes and then got 9 to win his second major. This was his 12th victory for the future Hall of Famer.
By 1 over the top seed, DJ Tackett in Columbus, 233, 232. A night to remember for Billy O'Neal out of suburban Philadelphia. A huge 76ers fan. Excited the NBA is close to returning here in the state of Florida.
Oh, my.
Jeez. Oh,
He'll
goodness.
take it. He'll take it.
Look how deep O'Neal is, man. He's way in there. Right on top of 4th arrow and just kind of spinning this out to 1st arrow. That's covering a little bit of territory.
That surprise you?
Well, yeah, Billy's not a real high-rev guy. I mean, he's just kind of one of those medium players. And typically you'd see the high-rev guys, Tommy Jones in there and Simo. Of course, we're probably going to see him throw it on the left side of the lane. And then Chris Prather, you know, guys like that. But Billy's more of a medium. He is really ripping on it.
Didn't like that one, but he's got all 10 back again.
Go through another one.
And that keeps him ahead of Troop. Look at how far to the right that went right there out to the 3rd board. But he's really busting on this at the bottom.
So Troop is still in the bubble. He'll have the low score. After O'Neal's round, the first round of our PBA Summer Clash, a 10th frame. Then it's a single ball competition.
Zoom my eyes in a little bit.
Only 1 survivor at the end. will be the champion.
Oh, okay. There we are. I just need to get warmed up. A lot of sarcastic clapping.
Another 10 back for O'Neal as he joins Rash, Jones, and Prather at the top of the leaderboard with a perfect 30. Kyle Troop is still on the bubble. Coming up next at the Summer Clash, Shannon O'Keefe and Danielle McEwen get ready to take their turn, as will Sean Maldonado, Anthony Simonson, and former Player of the Year, E.J. Tackett. Here are the odds for tonight's event provided by Fox Bet Sportsbook. It's for entertainment purposes only to give you an idea who the favorites are. Co-favorites are E.J. Tackett and Bill O'Neal. So if you're betting the money line, a $100 bet would get you back $450 on Tackett or O'Neal. Shannon O'Keefe and Danielle McEwen at the bottom of the list, Randy. But as we saw a moment ago in their interview with Kimberly, both women are very confident they can win this competition. Kyle Troop had a 20 in his 10th frame in round one. That means he's on the bubble with a low score. We resume round one with O'Keefe, McEwen, Simonson, Maldonado, and E.J. Tackett. Here's Shannon.
Well, Shannon O'Keefe, a 13-time winner on the PWBA. She's won the Tour Championship 2 out of 3 times and a 2-time Player of the Year. How about last year? She won 5 of 13 events on tour and a 16-time member of Team USA.
Head coach, McKendree University, multiple National Coach of the Year, national champion. Runs that program with husband Brian, who's the director of bowling for McKendree. The Bearcats, suburban St. Louis. Here is Shannon O'Keefe. Great start on the women's tour. Whoa.
Oh, what a huge break that is, tripping the 110 out.
Yeah, got 8.
But now she's got a spare and strike, and then she will be tied with
Kyle Troop.
Kyle Troop. You know, and again, the hard part is sitting so long. Shannon, Danielle, Simonson, Sean Maldonado, E.J. Tackett have been sitting on the bench for a long time.
Four, got it.
Good cover.
So covers there. A chance here for a strike. Score to beat is 20, the low score from Kyle Troop. Shannon having a little fun with Kyle right now.
Oh, no. Shannon looked over at Kyle and said, "You're welcome."
Tremendous athlete. Started bowling at 16. She was an All-American softball player at Portland State University out in Oregon. So late to the sport, but has become the top female player in the world. It's a remarkable story. Finishing up her 10th frame here.
Yeah.
10 pin, a nudge, but not enough.
Kyle Troop just found a gold hair pick. Shannon O'Keefe is now going to be on the bubble.
On the bubble with a 19. So Kyle Troop will not be eliminated in this first round, with McEwen, Simonson, Maldonado, and E.J. Tackett to follow, so Shannon can just sit and watch. Here comes D-Mac, Danielle McEwen, one of the top female players in the world.
Well, she's traveled the world for many, many years, chasing gold. The 2019 Women's U.S. Open champ, she was the number 2 seed and doubled in both of her games to win. She's also won the 2015 Tour Championship, and she, too, a 9-time member of Team USA.
From 2012 to 2020, we talked about her traveling the world. I think her country count is up to 40 now. She has seen so much, loves to travel to Asia. So trying to beat Shannon O'Keefe's 19, that's a great start.
Yeah, it's a huge start. When take a look at Danielle McEwen's game here. Beautiful game, just nice and steady, and just great lines. I love that her posture going to the foul line keeps her shoulders nice and back, and then the nice hand at the bottom. But that's huge in kicking the 10 out. Now she only needs a spare to go around Shannon.
Of course, watch Kelly Kulick win the 2010 TOC, first woman to win a PBA major. So it's on her mind here tonight in Florida.
Guess who's moving on? Danielle McEwen. Nice shot there.
O'Keefe on the bubble still, Randy, with a 19. And Danielle trying to follow suit. with Jones, Rash, Prather, O'Neal with a perfect 30.
It's kind of harsh that they make you stand there, right, when you're waiting to see what your fate is. It's kind of like being in a police lineup.
Danielle goes for 3. In her 10th frame, yes.
Yeah, great shot.
All 10 back in the pit. Those pins had no chance. And 30, the score for McEwen. So Shannon O'Keefe remains on the bubble, hoping someone will shoot lower than a 19 so she can stay in the competition and get on to round 2. Here is Anthony Simonson, the youngster from Texas, who now lives in Vegas. 2019 was huge for Simo, winning another major and then capturing the Bolero Elite Series and its $100,000 prize. In 2020, he's tallied up 5 top 5 finishes, including seconds in the U.S. Open and the PBA World Championship. 2023, 2 majors already to his credit. At 19, the youngest ever to win it. The first major at 23, youngest ever to win 2 majors. What a talent. Yes, backup ball like we talked about. There's a strike for Simo. He's made himself the only lefty in our summer class. It's awesome.
That's just ridiculous.
It's awesome.
Check this out. So typically a right-hander would curve the ball in the opposite direction. This is what's known as a backup ball. This is what a lefty, or the rotation a left-hander would put on a bowling ball. Simonson can throw it in either direction. He's just incredibly amazing. He's actually won a tournament doing this.
Wow. That is a talented bowler. Tries it again. This time leaves a 6-pin.
Yeah, he just needs to cover that and he'll advance. Now, typically we see his hand rotating off the right side of the ball. This goes to the other side of the ball. I mean, I don't know how he does it. He's just one extremely talented young man. Needs to cover this. And a backup ball.
Which he does with a backup ball, too. And he covers that 6-pin. And he's got the score needed with his 20 to advance to the next round.
Off the hook.
Wow. Simo here giving us a thumbs up as he passes by. He's got his 20. And here comes Sean Maldonado from Houston, Texas.
Sean Maldonado, the Candyman. Nice seeing him bowling well again. 3rd at this year's U.S. Open. Got him into this event. No Belmonte, no Jesper. So guess what? We've got Sean Maldonado. Why not make this his first win on tour here today?
Wouldn't that be cool? Chance to win the Summer Clash. Take home big prize money. A huge Texans, Rockets, Astros fan, as you might imagine. Two-hander, Sean Maldonado gets started with a strike.
He's curving it. He's curving it a lot.
Score to beat is 19. Shannon O'Keefe is still on the bubble.
He actually puts his thumb into the first knuckle, but still uses 2 hands in that delivery.
For safety reasons, Randy, we do not have fans here on hand in Jupiter.
We have plenty at home watching, don't we?
Bowlers practicing social distancing. And see them down lane, separated by 6 feet. Safety first here on the PBA Tour.
Maldonado's going to advance. Right now, Shannon O'Keefe is she's looking for a lot of help from E.J. Tackett. I think it was the first clash where E.J. was eliminated with basically 1 frame. He left, I believe it was the 2-8-10, and he didn't mark, and he was gone in the
and that was it, first round, yeah. Here's Maldonado, 3rd shot, 3rd strike, got his 30, and advances on to round 2. Well, Shannon O'Keefe is still waiting there in the wings, hoping that someone will shoot an 18 or lower and help her move on to round number 2. Here's E.J. Tackett.
Well, at age 27, E.J. Tackett's already amassed Hall of Fame credentials with 13 titles and 2 majors in only 9 years as a professional. This year, finishing 2nd at the Players' Championship, E.J. Tackett, the one of the best we have out here. A lot would rank him in the top.
It wasn't good.
Well, he didn't like it too much, but it looks like he got away with it.
It's a little slow.
He could have gotten 6 on this shot very easily. And again, we see that typical left arm out in front, but what's not typical is the amount of bend in E.J. Tackett's elbow on the way down in the downswing, and then that cupped wrist. That's how he creates all that power.
Looks for 2 strikes here, RP. Has that, and he will advance.
That was much better.
Dang it. Good job, EJ.
Well, thank you. I tried really hard.
E.J. Tackett. 3 in a row. No bad start this time in the Summer Clash for E.J. Tackett. Round number 1 is over.
I got 3rd.
And Shannon O'Keefe has been eliminated from our competition. Back to Kimberly.
All right, so Shannon, it looked like you had a bunch of disappointment written all over your face when you went over to that bubble. I could absolutely tell. So what happened with that first shot?
It was an absolutely atrocious shot. I felt like I needed to put some tape in because it had been forever since we actually threw a shot. And so I put some tape in, and then the first shot just hung up on my thumb. No excuses. Terrible shot. It's on me. It's okay.
Well, I am sorry to say that you have been the first to be eliminated, but we're so happy that you were actually here and got to compete.
Thank you so much.
Great to see Shannon O'Keefe, one of the top players in the world. But her day is over. Danielle McEwen has advanced, along with 8 others. More coming up. Welcome back to the PBA Summer Clash here from Jupiter, Florida, as the PBA returns. Here on Fox, round 1 is complete now to the 1-ball eliminator. Round 2, 1 shot, low score in each round is eliminated. Ties broken by a 1-shot roll-off. Randy, this is going to be exciting because you just can't afford to slip up here.
Yeah, no, and the players still have been sitting a long time. Tommy Jones is going to get up and throw 1 shot. They're also moving to the right lane.
1 baller eliminated so far. That was Shannon O'Keefe in round 1 in our 10th frame format. Now it's a single ball eliminator. So every shot counts. Lots of drama here in Florida. On the right lane, as Randy pointed out. Tommy Jones, same order as round 1. There's a strike for TJ.
Pretty good shot for the old guy. Been sitting a long time. Tommy Jones, can you hear Randy?
I got you, Randy. What's up?
How was it that you were so able to throw such a great shot after sitting for so long? I mean, you are old.
I am old, but I'm not as old as you, Randy, so I've channeled like the inner experience that I've learned from you over the years that you can actually still get out of bed, and I managed to make it up on the approach and get a strike.
Great shot, buddy. Thanks.
When
Thanks.
did 41 become old, you guys?
It's old for professional bowling.
Come on. He's still awesome. John Rash, look at stay perfect here. Round 2, low score eliminated here in our 1-ball eliminator round, and that's the way it'll be throughout the rest of our competition here in Jupiter, Florida. Jones has struck. He's good. Here's Sean Rash. 10-pin.
Pretty good shot, too. And now Sean gets to stand there like
Shannon did.
Like Shannon
for a
did.
long time.
He
At
might,
the end of round 1, right?
He might be standing a long time.
Yeah. Kyle Troop is next. Same order as our first round. Have that same order throughout our competition here in Jupiter, Florida. Great to have bowling back, Randy.
It really is.
Man.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's been safe out there throughout the last couple months. Kyle Troop, the pro with a fro. Told us last night he's had that hairdo going since he was in elementary school. And tried to straighten it out once for school pictures. It didn't go well. He said it was an ill-advised experiment, never to be repeated.
Such a good guy and so fun, so entertaining. That's why he's one of the fan favorites out on this tour.
Always entertaining to watch. Kyle Troop wants that strike. Has it.
Beauty. Shot there by Kyle Troop. Up top.
Oh, man, I got my song. Perfect. As he shreds the rack in that 1-3 pocket. I think Kyle wanted to have a high five there, but social distancing required throughout our broadcast. No high fives, no handshaking. Trying to keep everyone safe here on the PBA Tour. Here's Chris Prather. Had a perfect 30 in his first round, that 10th frame format. Now it's single ball eliminator. Prather has a strike.
Great shot.
And Rash stays in the bubble.
Dude's so talented, man. It's pretty fun to watch him when he gets it going.
Bill O'Neill was the top seed in Fairlawn at that TOC, Randy, and lost the heartbreaker to Chris Prather, who won his first major. But then Bill O'Neill, the next week in a rematch, gets his championship.
Yeah.
That was something. Beat Prather, EJ Tack in the top seed by 1 pin. Incredible. Got a beat of 9 for Bill O'Neill. He'll do that with all 10 back.
Guess, Tommy. Did you get video of that? Thank you.
Good shot, William, as he stops by the booth on his way back to the seating area.
We give him an air 5, right?
Yeah, we got a big plexiglass in front of us, so we're okay. Danielle now second in the 2019 PWBA points rankings behind only Shannon O'Keefe, right, Dave?
That's right.
I mean, didn't you call all their action?
All the shows, absolutely. A lot of fun on the PWBA Tour. Here's Danielle McEwen with a strike.
But she turns around and says, "Take that, Sean Rash."
That's everyone's expression back hasn't been that great.
Sean's on the bubble. Got to hang out and wait. As Danielle gets the job done with a strike.
How nice she keeps those shoulders back, and then in the downswing, they lean a little bit forward. That's what you like to see. You don't want to tip too early because the shoulders then tend to pull back, and then that makes the swing get really steep. She does a nice job of keeping her posture throughout. Is this going to be a backup ball?
Good question. Did that in the first round, right? Lost to Belmo. Title match, U.S. Open, Lincoln, Nebraska this year, you saw on Fox.
It's a backup.
Oh, yeah, backup ball again. Mr. Brooklyn. 10 back, has a strike. 1-2 pocket for the two-handed right-hander.
I mean, it's just so fun to watch stuff that you just can't do. I mean, people at home that are watching, they watch this action here and go, yeah, I can't do that. I mean, I've seen this kid do it all. I mean, he can loft it halfway down the lane. He can throw a backup ball. He can obviously hook it from the right side. He's amazing.
John Maldonado. Last year on tour, he told us that started last night. Playing a touch football game with some of the kids before a PBA event. Grade 2 tear of his hamstring. Looking for that 10-pin, won't get it, so he's got 9. And that ties Rash, who also left the 10-pin.
I got one more shot.
Well, I misspoke earlier on Maldonado, and I got a good shot of it there. He puts his thumb all the way in it. But now he's going to join Sean Rash standing against the wall of shame.
Just part of the PBA playoffs last year, had that injury. 2 months he was out. Wow. Feeling good, looking good now. EJ Tackett steps up here.
Anything less than 9, and EJ is going to be gone.
9 or better. Tackett. How about the 10-pin laid across the deck?
Filth.
So
EJ
Rash and
got hacked
Maldonado are tied on the bubble. We got a 1-ball roll-off here, Randy.
Yep, Sean's going to start it on that right lane, I do believe. But, I mean, the pin action of this shot by EJ Tackett was just sick.
Oh, yeah. 10 back in the pit. EJ's one of the most competitive guys you'll ever meet.
Okay.
He's so excited to be back on TV. 1-ball roll-off here, low score eliminated. And here we go. We're just going to keep going until we have a low score between Rash and Maldonado. Sean and Sean.
Oh, boy.
Here's Sean Rash, and almost
my
has
Lord.
the 7-10. Almost had the 10 and has them all in the end. How about that?
Look at that. That's the farthest right we've seen. He not only gets back, but the pocket 7-10 standing up, and then watch this. It's like, who did he pay to knock those 2 pins out?
Got to be a strike from Maldonado here, Randy. Anything less, and he's been eliminated from round 2 of our PBA Summer Clash. How's this going to work out? Sean Maldonado needs 10, has 10. We've got another 1-ball roll-off here, RP.
Very nice.
Well, we're going to go again, and that shot there by Maldonado.
time.
Well, there was a little bit of a footing issue at the foul line.
He looked down, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it almost, I couldn't tell if he slipped, if he stuck, but the ball ended up in a perfect spot.
Back to Rash. Big strike. Finds the 1-3 pocket. And just shrapnel remaining as he crushes the rack again. Puts the pressure back on. Sean Maldonado's got a strike to stay alive.
I mean, this could go on for a while.
I hope so. That builds the drama, builds the excitement, Randy. Never won a title. Sean would love to bring this one home. There's a strike. So our roll-off continues.
And it'll be our 3rd sudden death roll-off. I like Sean Rash's position. I like being able to put the pressure on the opponent.
So you like going first as opposed to responding?
Yeah, I like to go first. I want him to think. I want anything I can do to make my opponent think about it a little bit more.
Oh, God.
Back to Rash. Has it.
I want you to look at these last 3 numbers for Sean Rash. 2, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got a little bit of room, ladies and gentlemen, down at the end of the lane.
Back to Maldonado. Here's the pressure again, Randy.
Got to have it.
A 2-handed Texan. Maldonado needs it to stay alive in the competition. Has another strike. And here we go again.
A good one.
That shot was
please.
much better than the last shot he threw on that lane. But you know, the nice part about what Sean Rash has got going on right now is he knows exactly where he can throw the ball to and get it to the pocket. And that tends to loosen up the arm swing.
Back to Sean Rash.
That's a good one.
Powerful right-hander. He liked it for good reason. Has another strike.
He asked me to throw a good one. Throw a good one. Throw a good one.
I think Sean Rash's wife, Sarah, has been cutting his hair lately.
Trying to get the right lane to catch up to the left lane.
Sarah's due with their 3rd daughter, July 7th. No name picked out yet, so I want to get involved, Randy, in that. Make some suggestions. Maldonado. Yes.
Whoa, late
please.
10.
But he'll take
please.
it. Just needs the strike to keep this thing going.
You know, speaking of haircuts, people were laughing at me when I bought a Flowbee.
I saw it on Facebook. Did you actually buy that, or is it just...
Well, it really doesn't matter, Dave, whether I did or didn't.
You look great, man. Lost some weight, too. Last few months since Vegas.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of weight.
Looking good.
Thanks, buddy.
Sean Rash keeps this strike machine rolling.
The match that would never end.
I love it.
Getting tired.
Pressure's on now. Some endurance and focus, concentration. Bowlers have not competed
Can we get a commercial
in
break?
almost 3 months. Been a while.
Players are asking for a commercial break right now. The other thing is that the longer this goes on, the longer the other players are sitting.
Maldonado looking to respond. You bet.
Wow.
Got another one.
I mean, think about just how good these guys are and how many strikes in a row they've thrown now. It's hard to read the scoreboard, but I think it's 5. Yeah.
5 in the roll-off.
That's just in the roll-off.
Sean Rash has another strike. He's feeling it.
Yeah, he's in.
We're going to throw more shots than y'all.
He's in sync. And again, I think this is going to boil down to just a bad break in terms of carry, because I don't think either player is going to miss the pocket.
He was having some fun. The guys were sitting and waiting. And Danielle McEwen.
Lucky.
Maldonado. Yes, another one.
Dirty.
Well, he got that one left
Dirty.
down lane as well, and there's a little bit of oil to hold the ball on line.
So 6 in a row in the roll-off.
6 in a row in the
Wow.
roll-off.
Wow.
By the time this is over, Tommy Jones might be 42.
Sean Rash looks for number 7 in a row in the roll-off. Didn't like it too much. Shares the 10-pin. And there's the opening for Sean Maldonado.
Mine threw good. I got 9.
He said,
I like
finally
the
threw
rose.
it good, and I got 9. You see the look Maldonado gave him? It was priceless. He was like, you didn't throw that good.
He's not hot.
5 times in his career on TV for Maldonado. No titles. Would love to get this roll-off win, and will not. He leaves the 4.
No.
And we're going to keep this thing going.
Oh, he got it up the lane. Look at that break point right there.
One more roll-off round at least here between the two Seans.
Just a little too straight up the lane.
You nervous yet?
Wow. So a soft 10 and a 4-pin.
I'm bummed.
And they'll probably make a little
Both our
adjustment.
names are Sean. We met the same
Might
time.
string some more.
Tommy's still 41, right?
He is.
All right, back to Rash, who was pretty nervous a moment ago, and he strikes
hurry
in
up, I gotta go to the
response. I would imagine he
break
thought he
coming
was
up.
done for, right?
Yeah, well, he was thinking that Maldonado was going to strike for sure. Of course, he got a nice break there when the Candyman got it up and a little high.
Gotta have a strike then to respond. Maldonado,
Yeah.
10-pin,
Did you hear it? The double dribble. The ball bounced twice.
and that's it.
The ball bounced twice, and it made it push down the lane just a little too far, and that's why he left the ring in 10.
Sean Maldonado has been eliminated, joining Shannon O'Keefe.
Watch this, Dave. See that bounce?
Yeah, a little hop there.
Yeah, and so that took
Little
just enough off of it to make it finish late.
Yeah, that cost him. Here on Fox. Round 3, PBA Summer Clash, Jupiter, Florida. Dave, Randy, Kimberly with you. Tommy Jones gets us started, Randy. 2 are eliminated. Shannon O'Keefe, Sean Maldonado have been KO'd so far here, RP. That was quite a strike fest with the two Seans,
Yes.
Rash and Maldonado.
Yes,
Fun
it
to
was.
watch. Drama was building. Now it's round 3. Of course, began the PBA Tour season with that incredible win after being inducted into the Hall of Fame. TJ, Tommy Jones has a strike round 3.
Great shot for the amount of time that Tommy Jones had to.
That's right.
I'm surprised he didn't grow a full-blown beard after waiting for that long. But yeah, just a beautiful shot. Remember, the players now have moved back over to that, to that left lane. Look at that rotation that Tommy Jones puts on that bowling ball. Beautiful. Just perfect.
Looks like he's in midseason form. Has been off for a couple of months. These guys are bowling really well here in Jupiter. Now Rash, fresh off the Strike Fest competition. Maldonado has another strike. He's been bowling a lot, so he's certainly in the groove. Other guys had to wait quite a while.
Well, you know, these players, when they got here to Jupiter, Florida, only had a couple of days to practice. Most of them hadn't done any bowling, and so it was basically like a cram session, and they bowled a lot in a very, very short period of time.
Some golf, some fishing for Kyle Troop in North Carolina in his off time. Troop, there it is. He's got all 10 back.
Nice shot there, Kyle.
Thank you, Randy.
Tell me, what's it like having to wait that long before you get up to throw a shot? I mean, you're one of the young guys.
Yeah, it feels like I'm getting back into bowling from 2 months ago. Yeah, it's it's a little bit of a struggle, a little different, but we're here to adjust. Might catch a little grunt from me at the foul line, but we're gonna get it done like that.
All right, buddy. Thanks for your time. We're gonna watch Chris Prather throw
Thanks,
his
Kyle.
now.
Chris Prather steps back up. Originally from Pensacola, Florida. It's a few hours to the north and west of us here in Jupiter on the East Coasts.
No.
Oh, 6.
Congrats.
That's going to be a low score for sure. The strike derby winner looks like he's ready to throw in the towel.
That ball just duck hooked in the last part of the lane, and he paid for it. 3, 4, 6, 7. 7 or better than the other players advance. We'll have to say goodbye to Chris Prather. Slick Willie, Bill O'Neill up.
Here's Bill O'Neill returning. Cuts in.
Yeah.
Jones, Rash, Troop, strike. Prather just the 6-pin count now. Danielle McEwen is up.
Another beautiful shot there by William. That's what his tour roommate Jason Belmonte calls him, William.
I like that. I like the real deal, too. It's tough to beat that one. Danielle and Shannon O'Keefe, only 2 to win on tour. The PWBA each year since the reboot in 2015. There is 9, and that's okay.
And you know, since we have the odds now on Fox, I would have bet you anything that Danielle was going to get more than 6 on that shot. Would you have taken it?
Odds are really, really good for you.
Yeah.
No, I would not have taken that.
Yeah,
Absolutely
like really
not.
good.
All right, Simonson has been going back up ball the entire time here, RP. It's been fun to watch.
Has he missed? Yeah, he got 9 one time.
Got 9 once, yeah. He's been incredible. Sure, why not? Keep it going.
Oh, boy. Look at that. He crosses over,
I hit
goes
the
to Brooklyn.
pocket. You said all you got to do is hit the 1-3. You're doing it from the wrong side.
Wrong side, though, Chris, right? So Brooklyn is the 1-2. Is it the Bronx when you go, like, in?
Yeah, I think so. For a lefty, I think it's the Bronx.
Is it the Bronx? What if you roll the backup ball?
No, it's a jersey.
It's a jersey.
Yes.
It's a jersey. You got to get the terminology.
Nice
But a backup
jersey.
ball could be the Bronx.
No, it's a left. Yeah, no, it's a
But
left.
he's a backup. He's a righty doing a back. You have to have a new term for the righty.
No, it's
doing
going-
a backup ball who goes on the other side.
Look, I'm not going to argue with you.
Tack in. Yes. Prather is all done with his 6. So the day ends for Chris Prather. Kimberly joins him now.
So, Chris, I know that was a disappointment to you. You got a 6, but how much did sitting over there for so long during that roll-off affect you?
Yeah, it was a pretty big influence, and plus, been so many shots thrown in that lane, it was really just a guess on where to throw it, and I guessed wrong, obviously.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Guys.
Strike Derby champion Prather not able to get it done today. So if not him, who will survive the PBA Summer Clash? 7 pros remain. Round 4 is on the way. Welcome back to round 4 of the PBA Summer Clash on Fox. 7 players remain here on Pro Bowling's version of Survivor, and Tommy Jones once again starts things off. Each pro gets 1 ball for a score. Low man or low woman goes home.
And the players move back to the right lane, Dave.
Round 4. Ring a 10-pin.
Yeah, that was a good one. Something that I don't blame Tommy Jones for being upset about. Yeah, pretty good looking shot there. All right, 7 players left, and it's on a pretty nice oil pattern. And you got to think that anything less than a strike might not get by.
Sean Rash back up here, round 4. Sean had that epic strike fest with Maldonado. I think that gives him a big edge.
You think Sean knows this right lane at all?
Knows it well. Rash, whoa.
Ooh. And just when I say that, he goes
Oh,
high.
you're used to getting that. It's normally the roll 2.
That was 6. He got 9.
Tommy can't believe it.
Sean's so gassed from throwing shots of that roll-off, he has to sit down.
Take a seat, Sean Rash. Relax.
I did too.
So 2 on the bubble here in round 4 with their 9.
Those 2 players are looking for the next couple of professionals to get 8. Any one of them, 8 would be like Christmas early. Now there's another 9.
Another 9. Kyle Troop makes it 3 straight 9s beginning round 4. So those 3 guys are going to hang out and wait, see what happens.
All right, she's about to go in the bag.
So you've got Bill O'Neill coming up with Danielle McEwen, Simonson, and E.J. Tackett. An 8 count from any one of those players, and T.J. Rash and Kyle Troop are all safe.
All right, Billy O'Neill. Looking for a strike. Ringing 10 pin again. Another 9, Randy.
Bill, you're going to have there's a possibility of a big roll-off coming up. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought that was really good. I'm disappointed that I didn't strike there. I was about to talk a little trash to Tommy here after I struck, and now I'm out of words.
Well, you'll have to wait.
Yeah.
I got words for
All
you.
right, find a spot back there, Bill. Social distancing, of course, important here. And Danielle McEwen would like to become the first bowler in round 4 with a strike and a chance to definitely advance. McEwen! Can you believe this? Can you believe this?
We all get 9. Are we all eliminated?
Another 9. Another 10 pin left, and McEwen joins the guys here.
Everyone's
With
back
the
in.
total of 9 here in round 4. Just Simonson and Tackett remaining.
Simonson going to go with a backup ball.
I want to see it again.
And
Absolutely.
I mean, if he's the only one that strikes, he's the only one that's safe, we're going to have a massive roll-off.
See what he does. Another one. Backup ball. There's the strike. Finally, our first strike of round 4, and Simo is good.
See y'all on the other side.
He's through to the next round. Anthony Simonson. It's about survival here today in Jupiter, Florida. Now E.J. Tackett, final bowler round 4.
Tell you what, that's a pretty good-looking backdrop, though, when you look at Kyle Troop and Rash and T.J. and Danielle. It's pretty good eye candy standing back there.
Here's Tackett. There's a strike.
Tackett safe.
Tackett, Simonson
Have
are
fun, guys.
safe.
5-player roll-off.
How about this, Randy? I mean, this is amazing. We've got 5 of the best bowlers in the world about to go for the single ball eliminator on a roll-off. And this could take us a while to unpack round 4.
Well, we get 5 players. If 4 of them strike, one of them gets 9, we move on. So remember, only 1 player eliminated each round. Round 4 and a 5-player roll-off. So it makes this format so fun.
Wow. All right, here's Jones. Round 4 roll-off shot. Tommy Jones. Whoa, only 6.
Hey, I'll see y'all later. It's been real. I don't think I was supposed to be singing while I was playing.
I was just hoping I get to bowl while the song's on.
Golly.
Last time I threw it straight at the headpin, I missed them all. Got like 4.
All right, here's Rash. Just need something better. Simonson and Tackett are throw ready. Sean Rash would like 7. He'll take 10.
I go this way.
Moving on.
Because you're old, you got to walk around.
I know.
The kid said you got to go far.
Less steps, the better.
Sean Rash revised to round 5. Joining Simonson and Tackett.
Sean Rash needs oxygen.
Troop. 7 or better will do the same thing here.
He just walked by us and just gave us the heaviest sigh ever.
Guy's been off for a while, right? Been a lot of time.
He just needs to sit down for a bit.
Troop's got 10. He is moving on.
How did I know that you were going to have something right there with that song?
Here's O'Neill. 7 or better. Off to the next round. How about 10? How about the next round for Bill O'Neill? Also continues to survive here in Jupiter.
All right, Danielle, time to put a fork in Tommy Jones and send him on his way. Hey, you want that bet again? That I bet you anything like
I
every
didn't want
amount
it then. I don't want it now.
that Danielle will
but
get,
thanks for the
that
offer.
she'll get more than 6.
Here's McEwen, 7 or better. She's through. Make it 10. And it's the end of the day for Tommy Jones. Kimberly will speak now with Tommy Jones lane level.
All right, Tommy, you were having some fun out there singing the lyrics. It might have screwed you up a little bit, but how much fun has it been for you to be in this event?
Yeah, it's great to be back bowling. You know, it was something we missed over the last couple of months with COVID-19, but you know, it's good to see some friends and glad to be out here and compete again.
You disappointed?
Of course. I mean, anytime I bowl, I want to win, but I made a bad shot. You can't do that against this group. This is the class of the field right here.
For sure. Thank you so much.
As Tommy told us last night, most importantly, he got to 20 titles before his good friend and arch rival Chris Barnes.
Yeah, and he always likes letting Chris know that.
Every time he can, a little dig at Chris Barnes. Not Jones' night here, but there are still 6 alive in the clash. Be sure to head to PBA.com, find out more about the new PBA Junior membership and our upcoming PBA Junior National Championship. PBA Junior, the first PBA membership for bowlers 18 and younger. Awesome event, Randy.
I got to tell you, I can't tell you how excited I am about the new PBA Junior membership. Man, is that going to be awesome.
All details available at PBA.com. Here we go, round 5, 6 bowlers remaining. Simonson and Tackett have qualified for each of the 3 PBA Clash on Fox events. Both are alive here into round 5. Sean Rash. Left lane, got it. Tap on the 10. He didn't like it much, did he?
He loved it, man. He's doing that on purpose. That's his like cat and mouse game against his other competitors, trying to make them think that he threw it bad. That 6-pin slapped the 10 so hard it started speaking.
Ouch. We were there. Jonesboro Open on FS1 this year. What an emotional, incredible day for Kyle Troop. That place was rocking. As he won a title, also won an Indy with Jesper Svensson doubles. That's a high shot, but does get 9.
That's about 3 more. Appreciate the charity there.
Yeah, no doubt. He had 6 up at one time, and he got extremely fortunate to trip out the 6-9-10 and only leave the 3-pin. You heard him say it himself.
Gonna hang out. O'Neal. That's a strike.
Nice shot there by Bill O'Neal. Let's talk to Kyle Troop real quick. Kyle Troop, what happened on that shot, brother?
I threw it a little slow, Randy. You know, got it right a little early on the ball change. Hopefully I get away with it, because if I can get into the ball change on both lanes, I think we'll be all right.
Nice little break there, getting 9.
About 3 more than I should have got.
Attaboy, good luck.
McEwen. Hoping for a strike to advance.
Listen, you're going to have to find somebody else to finish the show. I'm out of here.
Up with that 8-pin.
See that look?
I mean, come on. Everything but drop.
That's not cool.
Yeah. Not
Kyle
exactly,
says, "Whoa."
not exactly the same look I gave Ernie Schlegel, but kind of the same same feeling, quite honestly.
I still can't believe you're able to maintain your composure through that. I don't know how you did it. Here's Simonson. Back up ball the whole way. Simo trying for the strike. He's got it.
Just
1-2 pocket. This guy's unbelievable.
It's
the
just
entire
crazy.
summer clash with a backup ball.
It's crazy.
For the 2-hander, and he's through to the next round. He is just awesome.
Pretty talented dude.
I mean,
man.
how would you compare that to other sport, Randy? I mean, like...
I'd be like Phil Mickelson turning around and starting to hit it
golfing right-handed.
I mean, that's the only way to compare
Really
it.
difficult. Here's Tackett. And he's got a strike. Round 5.
What? E.J. Tackett carried a light hit? All right, E.J. is moving on, and we're going to have a roll-off with Danielle and Kyle Troop, only because Danielle got absolutely hosed, and Kyle Troop got a huge break when he left only the 3-pin when the 3-6-9-10 was standing.
But sometimes it's that break that can propel you and give you that extra chance. So here's Kyle trying to take advantage of it.
It's a cruel sport, Dave.
Round 5 roll-off. Kyle Troop, yes.
Oh, my.
Pressure's on Danielle McEwen.
Rack shredder right there.
Gotta have a strike, or she is bounced from round 5.
I mean, just think about what has transpired in the last couple of shots that have been thrown, with Kyle getting that huge break and Danielle not, and now she runs the risk of elimination.
Needs a strike. And gets one.
Great shot.
It really was. Clutch strike for Danielle McEwen.
Players understand the circumstances, not giving each other 5s, just air 5s. Now, her pocket's a lot smaller than Kyle Troop's is because of the power and rev rate, but she's a shot maker. And that was evident by the last 2 shots that she's thrown.
Great start, Fairleigh Dickinson, 2-time NCAA Player of the Year, team champion as well. Great career she's had, Team USA and PWBA Tour. Troop has a strike again, and the pressure's right back on Danielle.
Another great shot by Kyle, just opening up the lane, 22-6, and that's covering a little bit of real estate.
Danielle spent a lot of the time off from bowling, hiking, running, a lot of working out, trying to stay sharp. So excited to have this opportunity to bowl here today in Jupiter. Got to have a strike. Troop observes. Another strike. 7 lane, but down it goes. Wow.
Just shred the rack. She said, take that, Troop. Got an extra hair pick?
I got 2.
He's always got at least 2, right?
Kyle, what's she doing ripping the rack in front of you like that, brother?
She's trying to show me up here, man. If I don't do one good, I'm going to lose my pick privileges.
There's nothing quite like the pick. It's reserved for big, big moments, though. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Is this big enough?
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay, not
No,
yet. Not yet. Kyle Troop.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Wow.
yes.
Learn the lesson, though. Don't sing while you're bowling, though.
Spectacular. He's just like repeating some beautiful shots. And then the pressure back on Danielle.
That
You
was
can
flush.
see it.
That was flush. 60 feet to success. Got to be there. That was the best shot we've seen.
Been waiting for that all day, Dave.
Well,
thanks for holding
It's like
out.
the pick with Kyle. You got to space it out a little bit. Got to pick your spots. McEwen looking to respond. Will not.
Yeah, got
It's
in
10 pin.
the little half 10 spot there, and you know where the high power ball of Kyle Troop strikes, Danielle's is going to flat 10, and I'll tell you, it's a tough way to lose after that solid 8 for Danielle.
She bowled so well.
That was a little tough to watch, guys, because Danielle, you got that stone 8, got you in the bubble, and then you threw some great strikes, and that last shot was good as well. But how much more pressure do you feel knowing you only have 1 shot, and it might affect you being eliminated?
Oh, it's definitely a lot of pressure, and especially after a bad break, going into this roll-off was very intense. But I had a great time being out here.
Well, we're happy that you were here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kimberly, Danielle, thanks. Great to see Danielle McEwen back in the lanes on TV. But her day over here at the PBA Summer Clash. We're down to 5-star bowlers. Only 1 can survive and win here in Jupiter, Florida. Leave our competition in the last round. Quite a few empty chairs. Just 3 guys over there already. Social distancing, of course.
Yeah.
Safety for our bowlers and the entire PBA staff, our broadcast crew, is so important. And there they are watching and waiting. You'll see Sean Rash with 5 bowlers left start round 6. Here we go.
Oh, get lucky.
6th round underway. It did. Strike for Rash.
He says that every shot.
Yeah, I think so.
Like I said,
What's good luck? You got to keep it going.
I think he's playing possum. Listen to this.
Oh, get lucky.
Sean just walked by us, and I'm looking at him going, come on, bro. They're going to catch on to you.
His response, a big smile. All right, here's Kyle Troop. The pro with the fro has returned. Round 6. Four pin. Right back to the bubble.
Come on, Cat Lives. How many more we got left?
Is it going to be 9?
Oh, man. I have a sneaky feeling we're going to have another tie.
Troop is waiting the wings again here. And on the bubble, Rash is good and through. Players Championship in Columbus. What a night for Bill O'Neill, as he broke the heart of E.J. Tackett, the top seed. Saw that on FS1. 10 down for Bill O'Neill.
Bill, nice shot there, but now that Tommy Jones is gone, who do you have to talk smack to?
Kyle's always really nice to me, so I can't really talk a lot of trash to him. But Sean over there complains every single shot he throws. Oh, I can't believe it. I need to get lucky, and every shot strikes. So
Right.
I think I'm gonna talk trash to him.
I think he's playing possum, bro.
I think he is.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell from the side, but I think he is.
Self-motivation.
Clearly, Bill O'Neill, Randy, is on to Sean Rash's tricks, right?
Trust me, they're all on to Sean.
That's great. All right, Simo, Mr. Backup Ball. Incredible skill for Simonson. Again, the backup ball. Again, a strike. And he's through to the next round. Ooh, this guy is amazing.
It's just incredible.
A lonely island back here, bud.
Look at the rev rate from a backup ball, and then the accuracy, not only in terms of location, but how he's rotating it out of his hand.
The entire event, backup ball. Tackett. You bet.
30.
Stay on your island. My island just got bigger. Well, at least Kimberly's joining me.
All right.
That's it for Kyle Troop.
Yep.
He is eliminated with the 9 in round 6, and we are down to 4. And Kimberly's joined by Kyle Troop.
Kyle, you could not erase the disappointment in your face when you threw that ball. But you know what? This is totally different than anything that you guys normally do. How much did you have to change up your game to participate today?
It's definitely a little different. You know, for me, I'm always pretty cold off the bench, too. You know, the roll-off did help me out, get some extra shots there. But it's a different format. But, you know, it's the best bowlers in the world. So you got to get 10 pretty much every shot now from this point on, I think.
Absolutely. Now, did you lose your pick-it-out privileges?
I might have to check with Danielle and see, because she might still be a little upset with me.
All right, thank you so much.
But I got him now.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I got to see it a little bit, Kimberly. I mean, that's kind of mandatory when you have Kyle Troop on TV. At least a little pick it out there. We're down to the final 4. Then round 7 on the way from Jupiter, Florida. This is fun. PBA Clash on Fox. Who's going to win it? We'll find out. PBA Summer Clash here, Jupiter, Florida. Dave, Randy, Kimberly with you. Continuing our return of the PBA on Fox. So glad to have bowling back. And 7, it's a final 4, Randy. And look at this talent we've got remaining in the Summer Clash. 3rd annual. All have been in the state of Florida. First time here at Bolero in Jupiter. We call it Shawnee, Oklahoma, the winner over the top seed Seminole. Sean Rash, round 7, 4 pin. That's a 9.
Uh-oh.
Darn it.
Getting down to nitty-gritty, and the 4 of the best players on tour going at it. Sean Rash starts a little 4-pin action.
All right, here's the real deal. Round 7. And striking, he's good. Trying to get down to the last 3 standing here in Jupiter. Things are ratcheting up now. Bill O'Neill, 10. And the strike.
Great shot there, Bill O'Neill. Tell us what's going on with the oil pattern. How much have you moved since the start of this?
I moved like probably 3 or 4 since we started. My strategy in the beginning was to try to be a little bit further left than most guys because I knew there was a lot of time in between each shot. So me trying to throw it hard probably wasn't going to be very good. So just trying to stay left and get a little bit slower than I normally would.
Thanks, Bill.
Yep.
Good question.
Thanks.
Things are developing here. Lanes are transitioning.
Guess what side of the lane they're not transitioning on? The left side, which is what Simonson is doing, and that's what his game plan was all along, throwing that back up.
Back up again. Oh, yes.
Look at
It's
Rash.
Just incredible to watch.
I mean, that could have been
Another strike with a backup ball.
That could have been 7 easy.
Whatever you got to do to get the job done, do it.
Good shot.
All right.
He's safe. He's pretty happy about it, too, isn't he?
Now, this shot here to avoid a roll-off, E.J. Tackett needs to strike, and Sean Rash will be eliminated.
No strike. And he's off to the final 3. Looking for round number 8. E.J. Tackett. No, it's 8. And he's eliminated.
How about that? Just like that, Rash, he's still alive.
Sean Rash survives round 7. E.J. Tackett with the 8 does not.
Well, I'll tell you what this is. It's EJ not anticipating how much that lane was going to hook because the shot looked pretty good, and it just overhooked on EJ. Remember, every shot makes somebody happy.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I was shocked when EJ threw it and he got 8 up there. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, Lane just overhooked a little bit. I actually hadn't moved the whole time we were doing this, and I guess Lane finally blew up, and I might have hit it a little bit, you know, sitting around a little bit, maybe a little slow, hit it hard, you know. Stuff like that happens, but it is what it is. I guess gotta be a spectator now.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Kimberly J, thanks. Tacky bowled well, got to round 7, the final 4. Now we're down to the last 3. The terrific trio remaining here in Jupiter, Florida, the PBA Summer Clash. On Fox, it's Rash, it's O'Neal, and Simo. Anthony Simonson with the backup ball. It's amazing to watch. More coming up. The PBA on Fox is sponsored by Go Bowling. For promotional offers, tips to improve your game, news, or to locate a bowling center near you, log on to gobowling.com. We're ready here in Jupiter, Florida for round 8. The terrific, the tremendous trio, all that remains here going for the big money and Summer Clash champion status. Here are the odds on our final 3, courtesy of Fox Bet Sportsbook. For entertainment purposes only, Rash, Simonson, and co-favorite Bill O'Neal have made it through here to round 8. The money line at $450. So if you were to bet $100, you get $450 back.
They're not liking the backup ball.
I like the backup ball.
Well, he's not the favorite.
Who's your favorite? 3 left.
I like
Let's
the
hear
back.
it.
I like the backup.
He's been
ball.
unbelievable. How do you possibly
less transition?
Go against that.
And
Rash tap on the 10 as we start round 8.
Great shot there to start this round by Sean Rash. Gets a nice break. The 6 slides to the sidewall and a little nudge on the 10.
He'll take it. He'll take it. All right, here's Bill O'Neal looking to respond with a strike of his own. Bill O'Neal has got 10 back in the pit, and he's got himself the big strike to survive in round 8.
O'Neal, there's only 2 players left. Why aren't you in their face, granted, keeping 6 feet away and just start talking smack?
I'm trying to keep it together, Randy. Eye on the prize.
Okay,
You know what I
buddy.
mean, Randy?
You got it.
He's serious right now. It's a good question, though. I mean, it's safe social distancing to trash talk from 6 feet. You just can't get too close, right?
In your face from 6 feet.
All right, Mr. Backup Ball. Trying for the strike. Didn't like it. It was just fine. What was the oh boy about? This guy is a machine.
Have you ever seen anybody throw it that good that normally curves it in the other direction? And I mean, I'd be hard-pressed. I can't think of anyone.
This is an incredible feat for the entire competition. Every ball he's thrown in our Summer Clash has been a backup shot for Anthony Simonson, which is like a trick shot over and over again. Here's Rash with a roll-off round 8. He's got a strike.
Slow wheel.
Sean's moved in now, and he's opening the lane up, and you heard him say it's slow wheel. So he slows his ball speed down, gets his hand to go more around the side of the ball to create more side rotation so it'll come around the corner. Same thing Bill O'Neal's doing.
So O'Neal looking to respond. Round 8 roll-off. Rolls on. O'Neal, yes.
Great shot. He's really snapping it at the bottom of the swing to get that ball to pick up and come around the corner and off the spot, and he's doing it nicely.
Can Anthony Simonson do it again, Randy?
Watch this cup, snap, open hand, and that beautiful inverted wrist up at the top of the follow-through for O'Neal keeps the elbow in.
These guys are at the top of their game, RP. I mean, they've been off for almost 3 months away from competition. They're looking good here.
It's the best the PBA Tour has to offer with the exception of the international players.
Simonson again. Not this time. It's 9.
All right, guys, finish out.
And the day is over for Simo
Boy, it lasted a long time.
with a backup ball. Incredible bowling, Anthony.
Lasted an awful long time for Simonson, and he finally loses with a high shot that leaves the 6 pin. And now it's just Rash and O'Neal.
Some history in this state. Marshall Kent, first ever event on Fox in the PBA Tour. One at the Kegel Training Center in Lake Wales, Florida. Beat Tom Barrett 218-215 championship match to win the first ever clash. Then last year, also at Kegel in Lake Wales, Florida, Jacob Buttriff, the lefty, gets the win. 258-244 over E.J. Tackett in the championship match. So who will it be this year? Sean Rash versus Bill O'Neal. Our final two competitors are ready to square off here in round 9. Rash up first to set the bar. Here we go. And a strike for Sean Rash.
Arrow left. Another good one. You haven't been complaining as much about shots.
No.
Now, I see.
You told me to stop complaining. I quit complaining.
O'Neal's got him a strike here, Randy. Bill O'Neal needs to respond. And he does.
Beautiful shot there by O'Neal.
A real deal comes through again.
Sean Rash sets the table, and then it's up to O'Neal to either match it or take this down.
9th and final round, and we're down to 2. Rash O'Neal, 2 huge stars on the PBA Tour, trying for the 2020 PBA Summer Clash title. Who's going to take it? Roll off and tap on the 10. Down it goes.
Oh, it's so nice to have a low rev rate. 6-pin into the 10.
Pressure is on O'Neal again.
Yeah, well, I don't know about all that low rev rate stuff. Sean Rash is still on the higher end of rev rate, but he bumps that 10 out nicely on that shot. And remember, the more the players create angle, the harder it is to get that corner pin out.
O'Neal's got to have it. Strike to stay alive. It's high. It's 8. And that's it. Sean Rash has won the 2020 PBA Summer Clash.
Good shot.
What a day for Rash. One to remember in his great career.
I told you I was coming for you. That's
You
why
know,
we're here.
if you were to take the odds, you'd have made a boatload on Sean Rash. He was certainly not the favorite, but I'll tell you what, he had some nice things go his way.
Another win.
And he really executed nicely all day.
Sean Rash is our champion in Jupiter, Florida. He's joined lane level now by Kimberly.
All right, so Sean, you found yourself on the bubble a few times today, but you pushed through that and you come out, and now you've got the trophy in your hand. What does this moment mean for you, coming off a few months and not being able to bowl?
Yeah, you know, I haven't bowled a whole lot, probably 15 or 20 games over the last 3 weeks. Been doing a lot of stuff with the family at home. We got a baby due in just a month. It's going to buy a lot of diapers.
It absolutely is. Congratulations. You now walk away with $20,000.
Perfect.
Congrats to Sean Rash, a champion in Jupiter. The PBA is back on Fox, and Sean Rash is back in the winner's circle. He said the same thing after he won in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm sure wife Sarah and the family will be pretty happy with that. A baby on the way. It's a big day and a big summer all the way around for Sean Rash. Fun to watch the bowling here in Jupiter, Florida. Now for Kimberly Plessler and Randy Peterson, the entire crew. Dave Ryan saying so long. The PBA is back on Fox, and Sean Rash is a champion again.